defending Nazis. He is. And white supremacist Chris Gammer, a former student government association president in 2006 graduate, was telling NPR and basically defending the president's comments. And then he turned on him saying that I don't support the president anymore. First I support him, then I don't support him because he didn't say enough. All right, Donald Trump, he says, we all must be united and condemn all that hate stands for. There is no place for this kind of violence in America. Let's come together as one. Falwell applauded Trump's Twitter condemnation of hate groups. Was it enough? Jerry Falwell, immediately after Trump had issued that statement, said, finally a leader in White House. Jobs returning. North Korea backing down. Bold, truthful, smart. And he says the Charlottesville tragedy, so proud of Donald Trump. The truth, as stated by @Real Donald Trump, is that violent white supremacists, Nazi, KKK, and similar hate groups are pure evil and un-American. The problem, alumni say, is it's not enough. Now, according to NPR, they say this isn't the first time Falwell was closely tied to Trump. He invited Trump to speak at Liberty University's commencement ceremony this past spring. The president was the first speaker Falwell selected during his tenure as the university's president. The groups of alumni are preparing to send a letter to the university explaining their reason for returning their diplomas. Well, if that's the original one, geez, I hope it doesn't get lost in the mail. Hopefully you made a copy of it. While the statement of affairs has been in place for many months, the chancellor's recent comments on the attack upon our neighbors in Charlottesville have brought our outrage and our sorrow to a boiling point. It says, during the Unite the Right in Charlottesville, white supremacist nationalists and neo-Nazis perpetuated brutal violence against anti-racist protesters, murdering one woman and injuring many. Instead of condemning racist and white nationalist ideologues, Mr. Trump provided equivocal and contradictory comments. The chancellor then characterized Mr. Trump's remarks, which included the claim that some of the persons marching as white nationalists and white supremacists at the rally were very fine people, as bold and truthful. This is incompatible with Liberty University's stated values and incompatible with Christian witnesses. So there's some mixed feelings amongst some people. I guess the desired outcome, we're asking that Liberty University return to its stated values and accept that the pursuit of power is leading into some dark places, according to the chancellor. Folks, you're not going to be able to persuade all people that Donald Trump, from his heart, spoke, even though it was black and white, is plain that we had to unite together. There was no place for hate or bigotry, but it wasn't enough. I don't know what he wants to do. Lock everybody up, throw everybody in jail and prison. Well, the people that were out of line, that were wrong and broke the law, well, yeah, they were arrested. But again, underreported were those that were counter-protesting, saying they were going to be peaceful, beat people from the media in the head. Several journalists were taken out. Out of commission. They had to had to be treated at the hospital, damaged equipment, and several of the peaceful, supposedly, protesters were throwing things and bringing bats and weapons and all sorts of things. That was true. When you're the president of the United States, you're the president of all people, even if there are hate groups, unfortunately. He's the president of them, too, not their ideology. Again, blaming the president, pointing fingers at the president. It's so easy to tell people what they should and shouldn't do. Remember, it's no matter what this president does, it's never going to be good enough for those people. And whoever those people are listening, it's never going to be good enough for them. And if their main source of information is coming from the internet, from Yahoo News or AOL or Google, or from CNN or MSNBC or CBS, ABC, you bet. If that's where you're getting the news from, Steve Bannon returning to Breitbart News, I hope he really gives them, the status quo media, a run for their money. A real conservative voice. Because there's, Trump comes back from his working vacation, he's already talking about the fake news. Because that's exactly what they put out 24/7 and have no problem doing it. Where's the boycott? Where's the boycott for the advertisers on the fake news networks? We should have a big protest for that, for the fake news. Yeah, nothing that's on that network should we do business with. They're supporting it. A lot of the advertisers back down from Donald Trump, or exactly from commentary from Bill O'Reilly and Glenn Beck and all that. When they some controversy right now, but lying, I guess that's acceptable. That's okay. Let's just make the stories up. Let's twist it. Let's put our snarl to it. I wish Steve Bannon well. I hope he does a good job. I think he'll do a terrific job. By the way, there's a petition to label the anti-Trump group Antifa a terrorist organization. I guess there's some requirements of signatures, and they have 100,000 signatures. I guess they have got them ready to go to get the response to the White House. The petition says Antifa's violent actions in multiple cities and their influence in the killings of multiple police officers throughout the United States earns it the terrorist distinction. It is time for the Pentagon to be consistent in its actions, the petition reads. Just as they are rightfully declared ISIS a terrorist group, they must declare Antifa a terror group on the grounds of principle, integrity, morality, and safety. Well, if there's hatred in Antifa, then it should be a terrorist organization. Folks, there's way too many of our police officers ending up dead. Right up the road from me in Kissimmee, officers just their lives cut short, killed in cold blood, both of them, young officers, young families, and a memorial already happened yesterday. It breaks my heart to see this taking place in our country. More and more of this, it just seems like it's just the status quo. If you see an officer, please buy them a cup of coffee. Least you can do for what they do. Buy them a sandwich. If you find them, behind you, buy them a sandwich. Buy whatever it is that they ordered. You're in the drive-thru. Pay it forward for them. You never know when you're going to need one. You never know, and they will come to your rescue when you need them, and they'll take a bullet for you. And it's not just the Secret Service. They'll take a bullet for you. And a lot of people, they get mowed down, ambushed, and that's what happened there in Kissimmee. An ambush. Remember the Missouri Democratic senator last week? Well, now she's singing to a different tune. She's actually apologizing right now. She's remorseful. Or is she? See, there's several different audio clips that are circulating from this senator saying that she did issue an apology. But the one we have from a Fox affiliate has some different audio altogether in her area. amid calls for her resignation. By the way, a lot of folks do want to see her step down. She comes on Sunday, said that she made a big mistake for posting on Facebook. That was a mistake. She shouldn't have done it on Facebook, but it's been taken down. Said Jesus is her Lord. Nobody else should be able to judge her. She said, I made a mistake, and I'm owning up to it. She says, and I'm never, ever going to make a mistake like that again. I have learned my lesson. My judge and my jury is my Lord Jesus Christ. Well, that might be true. But us down here on the earth, we heard what you said, and the Secret Service and most God-fearing, loving Americans don't buy what you said. It is not an honorable thing to do, and to be in your position, madam, in my opinion. What you said is terrible. To wish the president dead. Do you think that that's a great idea? Well, this is what she said. And listen to the whole thing very, very carefully. This is on the local Fox affiliate. And trust me when I tell you, you're not going to hear audio like this anywhere.
It was inappropriate. I've said that 3 times now. And
are you apologizing for it?
No. When the president apologizes for what he says, I'll apologize.
So
but
you go as far to say your statement was inappropriate.
Yes.
But you're not apologizing.
It was inappropriate. It was wrong. I posted it to my personal Facebook page, and I deleted it.
But you're not apologizing.
No.
There you go. So there's not an apology. You think she apologized? She didn't apologize. Senator Maria Chappell Nadal. Folks, she needs to resign. She needs to go. The U.S. Secret Service St. Louis field office is investigating the original post. Facebook cooperating. A lot of people saw the screenshots, took the screenshots. That's why it became a fury. You don't post things like that, especially for the president of the United States, and you're a senator. You don't say things like that, and you can't take the words back. She'll never say it again. She won't. She should not be in that position at all. And just given the climate of where we're at in our country, with Kathy Gifford, her career is about botched. With the severed head, and then asking for the assassination, Johnny Depp and all these entertainers wanting this stuff, Robert De Niro wanting to punch the president in the face. And folks, is irking. Can I use that word? I got irked with a lot of decision making and how Barack Hussein Obama would get involved with Ferguson and different Freddie Gray and all these cases. I did not like him very much, but I never, ever wanted to see an assassination of Barack Obama ever. For any president, as wrong as I thought they were, I prayed for them that they would make good decisions when they govern. That is a Christian concept, folks. And it shouldn't just be a Christian concept. It should be a concept for all Americans to want their president to do well, because if they do well, all of us will do better. Folks, we need to start wishing people well. We really need to do that. A lot of folks just caught up with meism. Me, myself, and I, and that's it. And just because you disagree with somebody, you write them off for the rest of their lives and then wish the worst upon them. It's such a horrible state to be in. But there are negative people out there, and they dwell on this. They lament on this. They get off on it. That's why I really question people that run out in the middle of the streets during the daytime hours where somebody could be actually working. And I believe that good men should stand up against wrong things that happen in our country. I am against abortion. But I'm not burning down abortion clinics. I am praying about it, that people would be repentant upon what they